recording. Alright, so this may feel new and refreshing, but that's only because James Storm won the championship. That's right, I am reviewing TNA this time. I did say if Bobby Roode was to win the world title at Bound for Glory that I would start reviewing TNA. However, that did not happen. But being the wonderful man that I am reviewing this episode of TNA. So anyway, James Storm kicked us off, debuting his new theme, and it's a shame. But here's my complaint, though. James Storm has a new theme, but Bobby Roode... Bobby Roode's using it, too. What the hell's that? Like, if you have one guy the world champion, one guy a potential number one contender, why do you have them with the same theme? I mean, is this supposed to be Michelle McCool versus Layla from Extreme Rules? Ugh. So the opening segment is actually not that bad. It was actually pretty good. I felt fresh to start the show with James Storm, a guy who's been stuck in the tag team division for so long, and then finally, picking up the strap, winning the world title, all that stuff. And by the way, they mentioned WrestleMania in this. My question is there going to be a lawsuit involved? Because, you can't just say WrestleMania on a fucking TNA show. So anyway, Samoa Joe interrupts for some reason, I guess. After Bobby Roode and James Storm had their little love fest in the ring. And Joe challenged James Storm for the title. And Sting came out and he says he wants to be a change. He wants the men to fight for their own number one contendership. So he makes a match between Samoa Joe and Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode later in the night to see who would face James Storm next week. I wonder who could win this match. Since Russo's not booking, it really is unpredictable, but it sure feels like he's still booking with this crap. Alright, so then V. Daniels is being... this line was funny, because he said that AJ used Photoshop to make him say, "I quit" at Bound for Glory. That was just stupid funny. So then after the opening promo, V. Daniels killed Bob Van Dam. Well, that's what we're going to start calling him here now. We're going to start calling him Bob Van Dam. Anyway, V. Daniels kills Bob Van Dam by disqualification. Yeah, he was going to go Michael Myers on him. We are in the Halloween mood, right? Anyway, then AJ Styles runs up and chases him off. And he was going to stab Bob Van Dam. And then V. Daniels still runs away, despite the fact he had a screwdriver. Runs away from a very dangerous AJ Styles, I guess. The very unrealistic heel promo from Gail Kim. She goes on, she cuts a work shoot. Let me tell you something. Is Gail Kim gonna be the jizz stain on the YWC? Since she cut a freaking work shoot. You guys went crazy when CM Punk did it. Why can't Gail Kim get all those fans? Anyway, she's turning heel on the fans. She got the work shoot on WWE. And then she says that, she wants a title match. And Karen said, well, you just deserved it. Because you're gonna get it against Velvet Sky. So then, I wouldn't call this a squash, but, I can't really believably believe that Gail Kim can beat Victoria in 5 minutes, which is what they gave him. So, why did they make this happen? Why couldn't they make Victoria look somewhat competitive in this? This was basically Gail Kim kicking her ass for 5 minutes. I guess TNA is better at giving their divas, or knockouts, women's wrestling, time to work with, so whatever. So then it's some shit on Jeff Hardy, and I gotta tell you, this is the perfect time to take a piss, guys. So if at any point you need to take a piss or something, go during the Jeff Hardy segments. So then Zack Ryder, along with the Big O, went one-on-one with Mick Foley, if you can believe that. This is for the TV title. And you know what, guys? Mick Foley said that he lost weight to join WWE again. I don't think he was kidding. Anyway, so basically Mick Foley killed Zack Ryder in less than a minute, which is freaking hilarious. Next week, Ronnie from Jersey Shore. Like, we need another roided up faggot in TNA. We're gonna get Ronnie. The Kazarian wants to talk to D. Daniels. Says, okay, talk to me friend to friend. Let's go out to that ring and talk. Like, if you have him backstage, one-on-one, why don't you talk to him there? Seriously. So then Eric Bischoff is yelling at his son because his son doesn't want to follow in his footsteps or something. What if my dad is an intern at Kmart? Do I want to follow in my dad's footsteps? Like, is my dad gonna beat my ass because I don't want to be an intern at Kmart? I don't see how this is realistic at all. Yeah, and the fans were like really into this for some reason. You could tell that, they did not need to add in, booze, heat, or anything like that. There was some woman in white in the crowd who just could not get enough of it. She even had to turn away because she didn't want to cry looking at it. All right. And then after this, Ric Flair went yelling at the camera, saying he was going to cut the exact same promo Eric Bischoff got done cutting about 15 minutes ago. That lasted 15 minutes. Fun. So then Jeff Jarrett, thank God. I didn't really like Jeff Jarrett that much, but after this promo, I'm becoming a fan of his again. Because he finally ripped Jeff Hardy for the bullshit that he's trying to give us. He's trying to make us feel sympathy for him. I feel no sympathy for him whatsoever. Jeff Jarrett gave us a perfect example. That video package they made for him didn't show the last match, Victory Road. They didn't show when he didn't show up in 2006, when he supposedly was working for WWE. You don't just leave a company like that, alright? Jeff Hardy is an unloyal bastard who doesn't deserve his job right now. Alright, so next is a match between Bully Ray and Jeff Hardy. And I gotta tell you, I may hate the guy Jeff Hardy, but he didn't perform bad, alright? So Bully Ray wins the match, and for some reason Mr. Kennedy helps him despite the fact that Jeff Hardy gave him a concussion near the end of his career and won the world title from him in a month. 2 words for that. Fire Russo. So then it was the #1 contenders match between Bobby Roode and Samoa Joe. Bobby Roode won. And my question is, if you're going to have him win the belt, I haven't read the spoilers yet, so don't jump on me. But if Bobby Roode's going to win the world title, what the hell was the point of having him lose at Bound for Glory? Like, if you're just going to put the strap on him 2 weeks later, what the hell was the point of having him win the belt or not win the belt in the first place? I mean, was Kerrang that fucked up that he refused to lose at TNA's biggest pay-per-view of the year? Alright, so these guys went, they put on a pretty okay match for what it was. I mean, they got as much time as the Knockouts did. That tells you that TNA, they treat all their wrestlers the same, I guess. After the match, I can't tell if James Storm just came out in the middle of Bobby Roode's music, or if they started the music over because they thought James Storm was going to come out. James Storm came out and they stared down. By the way, James Storm looked like a heel in this because he just stared at him like a heel would. Like, I see who I'm going to beat next week. And another thing, typical TNA here. Instead of closing the show with this, they have it closing with Eric Bischoff. So Eric Bischoff closes the show by yelling at his son. Now, I mean, can you really think of a tougher name than Garrett Bischoff? I certainly can't. Alright, so anyway, then Ric Flair, probably still on his peg leg, runs down to the ring all pissed off. He's yelling at Garrett Bischoff. And I gotta tell you, Garrett Bischoff stood up to him like a man. Dude, this is what I think of when I'm about to get in a fight. I think, what would Garrett Bischoff do? What the hell is Garrett Bischoff gonna do against the ultra dangerous Ric Flair and his peg leg? And, I mean, if we're just gonna continue seeing 30-minute promos on this, and then ending the show with this, I don't think I want to continue to watch TNA anymore. So this has been the other guy for the MTLMR Reviews, enjoying James Storm's world title run. Hopefully it's a lengthy one. The guy deserves it. So I guess we're holding a Q&A. So be sure to send in your questions in the comments below. Leave a comment on our YouTube channel, or you can message us for all I care. Oh yeah, and by the way, we will not be taking questions from Tyler542, for he has stolen my nickname, so he's out of the running. Anyway, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, good, and bye.